I was apprenticed to the most powerful being in the galaxy once. I was destined to become so much more. But I was robbed of that destiny by the Jedi, by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Then you must have your revenge, my brother.
Yes, we shall start with revenge.
This is the Weird Gaming Gospel Podcast. I'm Gospel, and this is Weird Gaming Adventure.
We're weird.
We're kind of weird. And
welcome back or welcome front if it's the first time joining us.
Yeah, I love that saying, welcome back or welcome front. And we are 2 weeks into Restoration already. 2. Well, tomorrow night I guess will be officially 2, right? We're not counting server downtime.
We've kind of lost track of time with the amount of well, let's talk for you for a second. The copious amounts of streaming that you have done. We had the 26-hour stream, of which I was there for 15 hours. Thanks for holding the boat, steering the boat. All sorts of gameplay. I mean, what year is it?
I mean, there's so much content. There's so much to do. You can be doing stuff for a while before we're like at, I guess, like end game or whatever. So,
and we haven't even opened up the next phase of Star Wars Galaxies.
Yeah, we haven't. We haven't gotten to Mustafar yet. And then after Mustafar, I'm not sure what'll be next. It'll either be like Restis or the Heroics, Jedi, FRS. I don't know what's going to happen. It's weird.
Oh, I have a Jedi already.
Oh, do you want to share with the audience about how to unlock?
Oh, I already share with everybody, all of my followers. I am the prophet, and I share my musings with you all, bowing at my feet.
Are you really the prophet?
No.
That'd be hilarious.
No, but it's an incredible shtick, though. Like, the dude, well, at first it was funny. Well, first it was clever, funny. Now it's just like,
that guy's sticking to it. That is a prophet. He's like a staple of the server now.
P-man.
Yeah.
Role playing.
Yeah. So, but I think the server's really healthy population wise. I did some PvP and that was pretty fun. And let me tell you, if you kill like one person and they throw a bounty on you, you can expect like at least 3 bounty hunters on you within 10 minutes. If you haven't killed the first, like when the first one hits you, if you don't kill them in like 30-40 seconds, you're going to be 1v2ing. It's like ridiculous. It's
like Black Friday where you're just like kicking back, like waiting for the next deal to pop up.
Yeah, these people.
Like, okay, I don't care if it's 5,000 credits. I gotta get that man. I gotta get him.
These people are literally sitting at the bounty hunter terminal like all day, just refreshing the missions to wait to see a player bounty. I'm not kidding. I was doing it myself, and I was sitting with another guy, and he was just sitting there refreshing the terminal, like we're just waiting for someone to mess up and get on the bounty board. And so these are like the hungriest bounty hunters I've ever seen in my life. They will destroy you. It is unreal. They're everywhere. It's like it's crazy.
So are you talking about they'll destroy you as in like you have no chance, or they're coming after you in waves?
Well, so for example, my guildie kept getting hunted, and he got hunted like 3 times in the same night. And he's like Carboneer Doctor, so his damage isn't the highest, but he can heal a lot. And so he would get like one guy on him, and he'd be like trying to kill that guy, and then a second guy would be on him, and he would last a little while and eventually die to the 2 people, but it would be a while, or a third would come along and they'd just kill him. And they're not even like organized gank squads or anything. It's just like bounty hunters naturally picking up the mission and going and hunting people.
And that's got to be frustrating for the initial bounty hunter. You know, if you got somebody who can last and you're thinking, okay, I got the beat on someone, and then here comes your competition, like letting you beat them down for a little bit, and then tat tat tat, taking your kill. That's frustrating.
It is. It is super frustrating. It's very funny to watch though. See who gets the DB first. Whoever gets the DB is really who gets the money. So unless they're grouped, I guess, and they decided to split it or something. But those guys they didn't even know each other. They were just beating on my buddy there.
Opportunistic.
Yeah, super opportunistic.
Let's get some more people in here, guys. Hey, we have 15 people in here.
Yep.
That's not good. I want you to share. I'm talking, go on your social medias, your Facebooks, and tell everybody, hey, they're streaming some R3 stuff.
Yeah.
They got some things to talk about.
I posted it in the R3 Discord. I always share the link whenever we go live. So last time, I think the reason we got so many people is because Halo did the everyone in the Resto Discord announcements, and that just sucks everybody in. But
it sucks everybody in. Okay, so let's talk a little more Restoration 3, because we are R3 centric. We love the stuff. Star Wars, Galaxies, Restoration 3. We're 2 weeks in. And we got a little bit of gameplay under our belts. We had some ideas of what we thought would be the best builds. Hindsight, we have a little bit of hindsight here. So let me ask you, Gospel, what is the best build that you have seen so far in Resto?
So before, when I was playing beta, I thought the best build would probably be Carbineer, Pistolier, Master of both, with the first line of Combat Medic for the healing.
Yeah.
And what that does is it gives you leg shot, which is pretty high damage. It gives you fan shot, which is cone AoE, and then it gives you full auto area, which is another cone AoE. You use carbines with this build, and the purpose is to just AoE everything down, and that works in spin groups, and it works in PvP as well. And you would get roots, you get slows, you get intimidate. It's pretty okay 1v1 actually, and you just get it because you get so much with it. And then I was like, we did some PvP, and it's you kill people so fast with the AoEs. It's not just one person doing AoEs, right? It's I'm telling my guild to do the same exact build as well, so that we all
more dots, more dots all the time.
Exactly. So we have a bunch of Carbineers in the guild, and one guy's like, wait a minute, why go for roots if we're just gonna shred everybody before they can even reach us if they're melee? And I was like, right. Good point. So it's not so much 1v1 centric, because we switched it now from Carbineer Pistolier to Carbineer Bounty Hunter. And Bounty Hunter has advanced critical shot and torso shot, and those two abilities do even more damage than leg shot does. And we also get spray shot with it, and we also have a ranged knockdown. So we have just been shredding PvE with it and shredding PvP with it. I mean, it's ridiculous, actually.
So your theory so far, to use an analogy, is you are the Persians versus the Spartans. So you're just, volleying off hundreds of thousands of arrows and just tearing people down before they can get a chance to get up to you. Correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you engaged in a lot of PvP? I can't seem to find it.
So people are still getting up and still getting geared. So the PvP I have done has been really under-geared PvP, even for myself. So under-geared fights, a lot of people I've noticed in SWG, when they want to get into PvP, they like to gear up to the teeth first and then go out and fight. But we were having some under-geared fights, and it was pretty fun. Considering everything considered. There is something that might get nerfed, which is Rifleman BH glass cannons, where they're doing Rifleman Bounty Hunter, and then X4 Pistolier, and put on a damage pup on your rifle, and you just do like 1.2k damage every shot, and it's just totally stupid, and you can't heal through it.
I disagree, though. That's how it was intended to be. I mean, like, when you're going to equip a rifleman, you know that you're going to put out a copious amounts of damage, and there's really not going to be a lot of defense. Once things start catching up, people get more organized, then it's gonna suck. I mean, in larger battles, it's gonna suck. I think that's gonna stick around.
Maybe.
Right now, having it's with everybody being undergeared and there not being huge battles and stuff. I mean, clearly, you're just gonna be mowing people down like an Uzi in a hallway type of thing.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with it though, just because of the amount of damage it does. You can two-shot players. Oh yeah, it's really ridiculous actually. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting one shot by it without any squad lead or anything. It's really ridiculous. I'm not sure it's working correctly. It's really strong. It basically, you have to, if you get caught in a 1v1, you're dead. Like that player has to massively make some horrible mistake to lose, pretty much.
Have you guys been practicing PvP, like
skirmishes?
Tactics? Yeah, skirmishes.
Fight
Club.
No, we've been having duels here and there, but not really like group PvP, like setting the sides apart and running at each other. What's up, Wonderhell, by the way? What's up, Mischief? How are y'all doing? Glad to see y'all here.
And I'll kill Roy.
Yeah, he'll kill Roy.
He'll kill Roy. So I guess we could talk about what I've been doing. 2 weeks, I have still not created a level 80 character. I have spent tons of time just grinding in space, credits, cash, getting the guild like up and running, paying back a lot of our guild members, which they've not requested it, but I couldn't go and create all of these guild charters and things and all the stuff because I didn't create all that. So yeah, I'm level 65.
That's good. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, there you go. I think I'm gonna do like the Froth Bunker to finish that one off. And
yeah,
I'll say this though. I had thought that the TK, Pike would be a great build. Haven't had too much of an opportunity to try it out. I'm not liking it so far because I think without sensation, about 25% of people out there are rocking that build. That's no fun when everybody else is doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is I understand. It is a lot of people are doing it. So, yeah, I kind of promoted it, which is, we promoted that build for sure. You promoted it. I promoted it. So I think a lot of people want that because it is a solid build. But when everyone else is the same thing, it's kind of like meh.
It's a pretty good grinding build.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Of that much is for certain. You've kind of, are you still playing with Monarch often?
Yeah. So I have like a Master Smuggler, Master Pistolier, and then Monarch is Master Carbineer, Master Bounty Hunter right now.
Oh, so you are no longer the Pikeman TK then?
Yeah, I was able to like gear up after about the first week, and I reset the build to something else different for now, at least.
Mischief says that it's the best PvE tank build because the damage mitigation it can do for the whole group.
Yeah, it's really solid for that. Yep.
And Wonderhell is agreeing with me. Almost every melee player has a TK title, and that's why I believe that Gospel is no longer TK. Because we don't know how to say a TK.
I actually think that the reason I'm no longer, because I wanted a PvP, but like if you're gonna do big group PvP, it feels like Smuggler's really rough. And I wanted to keep Smuggler because when they wipe the Senate, I eventually will run for Smuggler Senator again because I really like the class. But it feels like Smuggler right now is more made for small group PvP. And for that, and their PvE damage output is not that high. So I wanted something. Go ahead.
It's one of those things to where it's very good. 1 versus 1, like really really good 1 versus 1, and it has pretty good damage if you play right. If you like, super fun to grind. That is one of the most entertaining classes to grind. The smuggler missions are so fun. I mean, a lot of people complain, they're like, yeah, but you're going from point A to point B, yada yada yada. True, but there's not a lot of profession classes where you get to do all these like sub quests and things. So I think they're
I think it's cool content.
I wonder how, death sentences the Pistolier roots. Yeah,
yeah,
it's true. You are a helper. You're not the hero. You are a role player as a smuggler.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. But the Smuggler's good. It really is good. I just wanted something that can pump out some damage and do like a lot of stuff in PvP. So I went BH Carboneer for that reason. I've
played Smuggler in every incarnation of the game, and I have always enjoyed it.
Yeah. So the slicing is like Smuggler is a good money maker. You don't need good resources to craft excellent things, which is booster blue for the spice, and then you also can slice stuff, and slicing components are kind of a pain to get, so you could charge sky high prices for it.
Thank God that they went back to the CU system for Smuggler when it comes down to slicing and stuff. I mean, it's fun in Legends, but it's just not the same. Yeah, you're transporting goods, bricks of cocaine from one place to the next, but it should be fun creating and slicing. That's what a smuggler should do. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, and in reality.
Yep.
It's the truth.
Yep.
So, and my opinion, it's the truth. And my opinion.
Yeah. It is pretty true.
So guys, we're going to be talking not only restoration today. We'll just give you a little preview of everything that we're talking about. We got a few MMO games that we're going to talk about, a couple announcements. There was the Gaming Awards. That was poor Gospel had to sit through that boring stuff today.
The Summer Festival.
A brief rundown about some announcements. We're gonna give our 3 favorite Star Wars races. And we're not talking about running like Jedis running away from bounty hunters. We're talking about
Thorians and Zabraks and humans and Twi'leks.
How do you say this without sounding poor? What else are we talking about today?
Sam Witwer.
True.
You want to talk about that now?
Let's throw that out there.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, Sam Witwer, he is the voice of Darth Maul and the actor for Darth Maul in all the new Star Wars movies, shows, and video games. And he tweeted out, I'll put it on screen right now. He tweeted out to Restoration saying, "Well done at SWG Restoration, checking it out and enjoying." And he actually streams. It's crazy. And so I was like, wow, Darth Maul is playing the game. We'd like to have him on the show. So if anyone knows him or anything, or if you can like message him or something, let him know that we'd love to have him on the podcast. That'd be really fun. Ask him a bunch of stuff about Resto, see what his favorite class is, and maybe ask him some stuff about Darth Maul and Star Wars. And I think that'd be really, really fun to do.
Go, Kenobi!
Exactly.
Let me tell you though. So he is in every Star Wars movie. He is in every Star Wars game.
Except for the prequels. I didn't know
who the heck he was until this tweet. Gospel messaged me, and subsequently I went and looked him up, and he has been in some of my favorite things. He was the kid in the movie Gamer that was controlling Gerard Butler, killing all that stuff. So yes, we're pushing hard. I have attempted to get a hold of him, and most of the times it's not. Yes, he's Star Killer.
Yep, he's Star Killer in The Force Unleashed. Yep.
Most of the times it's not too difficult to get a hold of someone. You make a formal request, hey, could we XYZ? No, there's a gatekeeper because he has an agent. So we are now going to have to go roundabout ways. We want you to tweet the man. Go R3, we need you on the Weird Gaming Gospel pod, and at us. All right, we're gonna bring it to his attention because we're going to, and not saying spam him. Also, this upcoming week, I'm going to be making like a promo thing for everyone to share to get him. Should be like a funny little thing, and hopefully that will draw his attention. The problem is he's a really good-looking man, and and my wife has been stalking him recently, so. That's a little nerve-wracking. However, I'll share for a little, Witwer exposure. So.
That's pretty good.
Do it right now, though, guys. Go find him on Twitter, find him on Facebook, send messages, and spam him.
That reminds me, puts us in our next topic. Since he's in all the new games, I wonder if he'll be in the new Star Wars open world game that's coming up.
That is a pro. I thought I was the radio announcer. This dude, he just transitioned like, here, fist bump. Come on, pound it. Pound. Fist bump. There we go.
We got it.
There we go. Yes. We have talked about it a little bit, alluded to it. So you brought it up. Let me ask you. Mm-hmm. First of all, what do you think that they're going to be putting out with this Disney open world Star Wars, not Disney announcement?
What do I think, or what do I hope it to be?
No, well, that's the next question. Let's do what you think it will be.
So Il Kilroy kind of landed it like The Division, but Star Wars. Like maybe like an open world Star Wars, like maybe third person looter shooter kind of thing. Have you ever heard of The Division?
Nope.
The Division is basically it's like a third person shooter where you kill enemies and they keep dropping loot for you. Kind of like the Diablo 2 loot system.
Okay.
Where you're getting like rare stats on items and you're like, oh, that rolled really good and stuff like that. But maybe for Star Wars, it's either that or it is going to be, I don't know. It could be a lot of things. It could be an MMO. I've seen a lot of people speculating it's an MMO. But I'm thinking it'll be kind of like The Division. Like it'll be like a looter shooter for Star Wars because it seems like maybe, Disney business executives don't want to take a huge risk on the franchise, and looter shooters are doing really well right now, especially when you look at like Destiny 2 and Path of Exile. Well, Path of Exile is not a looter shooter, but it's a looter type game, and Borderlands is a looter shooter. So those games are doing really well, so maybe Disney wants in on that pie.
Yes, and I do believe that they need to change their portfolio. And with Disney, Lucas back, they're never back. But with Lucas back in it, I do believe that they're going to want to maybe add to their portfolio. And if that's the type of game that you're mentioning, like, there's no Star Wars games out there like that.
Yeah,
not that idea.
Yeah, it literally does not exist in any Star Wars game at all. What do you think it'll be?
Well, I don't know. That's my answer. I do believe that my answer is something different, but the problem is Star Wars, and the reason why Lucas even got out of the Star Wars game is because they saturated their own market. Mm-hmm. They just kept putting out the same different games with different skins and everything, and I don't think that they should do that anymore. I'll Kill Roy. I'll Kill Roy actually said what I want it to be.
Yeah, a non-Tor
I
MMO.
want it to be a real Tor MMO. The one thing about that we do know that Lucas, Ubisoft, Disney, all of these yada yada yadas do is they know how to set the market. They know how to set the industry. They preface, they build, and then they kill. So, they have announced that they are going to redo Knights of the Old Republic.
Yep.
That'd be really cool if they changed it up and gave us an MMO, a true MMO based off Knights of the Old Republic. True. A true MMO.
Not like a theme park railway game.
Right. A true sandbox, which probably will not happen. But that's what I would like to see.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would like to see. The alternative that I would like to see, if it's not a straight up MMO, is I would like to see something akin to like Red Dead Online or GTA 5 Online, but in like a Star Wars type setting. I think that could be really fun too.
Well, again, they've kind of set that precedent now with the spaghetti western Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You can kind of do that.
Yeah.
Because they have built that anticipation. They kindled and they started that fire. And that might actually be a pretty decent storyline.
Yeah, I could see that happening because, I mean, you look at these GTA RP servers right now. You ever seen that stuff on Twitch? People,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Imagine that, but Star Wars. And if they like that GTA wasn't developed for that purpose, but as you can see, it's massively popular. So it's a genre that sort of doesn't exist, but exists. You know what I mean? That GTA
Right.
RP thing,
The quasi existence.
we could. So if a company were to swoop in and be like, look, this is what we're making. We're making GTA RP, but in the Star Wars universe, and it's officially that's the game. Then woo. I mean, it's just swimming in money.
I want to have a little game. It could just be like a little arcade, fun little thing of Lucius S. Crumb just jumping on people's heads, biting their eyeballs, like in Jabba's palace, going, yeah. A little fun little game. You want to clean up some of these messages here?
Yeah, let's look at them. Let's see. SWG 2 now with loot boxes, kind of like that Project 1313. Do you remember Project 1313?
No.
So there was 2 canceled Star Wars games that were massively hyped. There was Project 1313, which is like you're on Coruscant and it's like you're in this area like level 1313. And it's like the super dangerous area of Coruscant. It's like the underbelly of the galaxy, kind of like Mos Eisley. It's a hive of scum and villainy. And then there was another, and then there was another game coming out that was about Darth Maul, and they actually have gameplay footage of it, like pre-alpha gameplay footage where they were in development. But that also got canned as well. But it looked really cool. It was like God of War, but Darth Maul. It really looks sick, but those 2 games got canceled, so I could see maybe something rising from the dead from that. Maybe.
Can I interject real quick? Because this just dawned on me. Mm-hmm. I just automatically started using my brain, like I probably should do this. So, in the new Indiana Jones game, you mentioned Red Dead Redemption. The new Indiana Jones game, allegedly, from a lot of people that I'm talking, is very much going to be a Red Dead Redemption style game.
Oh.
Did
they get Harrison Ford to voice act that?
I don't think so. He hasn't voice acted in any of their Indiana Jones games. He's really big about not putting his properties on anything non-movies. But maybe they'll do that type of thing like you mentioned. So
that would be cool.
I mean, they already have the engine that they built for it.
Yeah. A non-Tor MMO would be good as well. Conan Exiles, but Star Wars. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe a Star Wars survival game, like Rust and Conan Exiles and Ark. That would be really interesting. I don't know if they would do it. It seems like a little bit risky.
But they did say it's going to be an open world.
Yeah. And those games are totally open world. A Jedi Order 66 survival game. That'd be kind of cool. That would actually be pretty slick. I would like that. I don't think they'll do an MMO because MMOs are dead via executives. They don't get it. That's true. Those are always popping. It feels like it's trying to fill the void of MMOs, like a lot of survival games are touching on. That's true. With the cyberpunk hype going on right now, a Star Wars game in Coruscant is possible, I think. Yeah, that is definitely a possibility.
I feel like it's reverse hype all of a sudden. The hype was too hyped.
Yeah. Ark has a person who makes a bunch of fleshed out Star Wars mods to make it like Ark, but with Star Wars. Conan Exiles has way better combat and could be modded to do it. Ooh, Ark has a Star Wars mod? I might get into that. I'll have to check that out.
Freeman. Yeah, Conan Exiles, by the way, that combat is great. I mean, it's good combat.
Yeah. I'm a real big fan of these people who make Star Wars mods for video games. There's this one game I've got called Mordhau, and it's like a medieval first-person fighting game. Like you swing your sword in like different directions and slash people up. And someone made a Star Wars like conversion mod, and you've got sabers and force pull and force push and like different Jedi and there's it's hilarious. It's like dismemberment and it's pretty bloody. It's pretty awesome.
I tell you what, if you want to make a game live forever, make it moddable.
Yeah, for real.
You will have that game going forever.
Exactly.
Morrowind, Minecraft, all of these games, they're iconic, because people continually are building.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's still like people playing Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy because of mods. That's a game from like 2002
fun
or
games
something.
Though too, really fun.
Yeah, those games really did have like a good ground basis for them. Do we want to get to our next topic, which would be speaking of MMOs, Palia, the new announced MMO. Do you guys see that? You guys in
Hold
chat?
on, let me go get my animal cookies here. I'll be right back. Okay, continue.
You guys see this new MMO, Palia? The Palia is like, okay, so Palia is a social. Okay, it's described as. Where's the description of this?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it's like Animal Crossing and like The Sims, and it's an MMO, and it's like they try to announce it as like a crafting builder social MMO. So it's Habbo Hotel related? No, it's not Habbo Hotel. Apparently, you can have like a farm. It's like Farmville, you grow crops and then you craft and you build stuff. But the combat initially, supposedly not at launch, not launch at combat, but will be at some point in the game.
When they made the announcement, well, actually, Gospel had referenced it in one of our pods a couple things ago, and then I saw like a YouTube announcement for it, and I messaged him. I said, "This actually looks fun. It's probably going to be one of those games that's ridiculously stupid, ridiculously easy, like nothing to it, but it like Minecraft type of thing. But it's going to make you like never stop playing it."
Yeah, that's very possible. In like an MMO setting, I'm just curious how it'll work in an MMO setting. What's the gist? Like, are you trying to buy up as much land in the world as possible, and like become like a farming guild or something? Like, I'm confused about what the end game goal is going to be. But I guess it could be like Minecraft. I guess.
You know what? It might not be a bad market to tap into. The next step up from Minecraft. Hey kids, like I let my kids go from Minecraft to Paleo. I don't want them to play Conan.
Yeah,
but I don't mind them playing this,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would like to get my hands on it, and I would like to have a little fun with it. Unless it's not fun,
Yeah.
and then I would like to stop playing it immediately.
Yeah, it could be like a little relaxing game where it's like you don't want to deal with like maybe some intense PvP. You just want to like tend to your farm and like build up your house and decorate and stuff, which is, you can do that in SWG as well, actually.
I feel like if I'm going to want some player versus player in that, I'd rather, and I'm going to be playing with some bubblegum characters, it's going to be like Kirby in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Seems like an interesting MMO. Just it's so not ambitious that I feel like they will deliver on every single problem or every single feature. Sorry, every single feature that they promise, and it'll launch without a hitch probably too.
Which is the antithesis of most MMOs. They say I'm going to bring this, and that, and then they bring that.
And it's going to revolutionize the gaming world.
It's true.
Yeah. But this is like taking...
What?
Go ahead.
Ashes of Creation, Revolution. I don't care if they don't bring half the stuff that they quoted. As long as you bring the nodes, guys, I'm in. That nodes idea is through the roof. Like my boom. You got me if you got it in game.
Yeah. So
what was its name? Wonderhell. What is he talking about? The name of the game?
The name of the game is Palia. Palia or Palia, something like that. I'm not sure.
Palia.
How? Yeah.
Yeah. There might be some more information about it in the upcoming E3.
There might be. Speaking of E3, they might announce that Star Wars open world game there. That's a very real possibility. I watched.
Yeah, Gospel was watching the gaming awards today, and he messaged me. He's like, "Check this stuff out," and I said, "No, because it's boring." I lost it for a second. I'm like, they were interviewing Japanese people speaking Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm like, ¿por qué?
Yeah.
I mean, I can give you a little Spanish.
Yeah, it was a gaming summer festival, and it happens right before E3. I think this is like the first one or something like that. But basically, they had a bunch of game announcements, none of which really interested me, except the very last one, which is Elden Ring. And if any of you are fans of Dark Souls, Sekiro, or Bloodborne, you guys know how hyped that is. That is a lot of hype. That is a big open world. To me, it looked like it was like Breath of the Wild mixed in with like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro all at once because of the movement and the customization, the different armor sets, the different weapons the characters are holding, the giant bosses, the horse mounting, the jumping around, everything. It was just nuts.
The fun.
Oh yeah, like so fun, but it doesn't feel fun at first. If you're new to that type of game, it feels horrible at first because you just die on repeat, and then the game teaches you. The game teaches you very, very hard lessons.
Patience.
Yeah, it teaches you patience for sure. I remember when I first started playing Dark Souls 3, I died like 20 plus times on the tutorial boss. So
that's kind of what we were talking about, like prior to going live. He was saying that the 2042 Battlefield 2042 was coming out. We were talking about. I'm like, I was great at Battlefield 2. Amazing. I can say that because I will follow that up by saying that come Battlefield 4, I was pissed. I'd stick my head out. And then I got some 12-year-olds calling me noob on the screen. I had to learn to be patient. And then I had to learn that I didn't have patience. And so I stopped playing the games. There's a 2042 coming out, and that was really emphasized a little bit there. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
I know nothing about it. I haven't watched the trailer. I just asked if you had heard about it. I actually have not been able to watch the trailer yet. Let's see.
Al Kilroy asks, either you ever go to events? Funny you ask is yes, and in fact, I am going to the GDL,
GDC.
the GDC. Yes,
Yeah.
and I've got one of those fancy dancy press passes. And you know what that press pass has done for me? Zero. I cannot get an interview with any developer for the life of me, with the exception of our guy, Raph Goster. So he's actually doing a big segment over there, and I will be recording the Star Wars Galaxies session that he has, and I will have a one-on-one interview with him via stinking streaming. It's ridiculous. It's no fun anymore. Everything is streaming nowadays.
Yeah.
What's up? Tell us we have to... Go ahead.
I was gonna say hello to Hegpets and Levada. What's up, guys? I was gonna read some of the chat here. Comment of Elden Ring is same as Dark Souls, I think. Yeah, probably with like some Sekiro and Bloodborne mixed in, I think. Myth of Empires looks good, kind of like Conan Exiles, a Chinese-made survival empire building game.
I will agree with that assessment.
What's up? Which one?
The Myth of Empires.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one actually.
Yeah. Actually, I was just looking at that today. I was thinking about doing an upcoming MMO video.
That'd be good.
That kind of jumped at me a little bit, but to be determined.
Yeah. Let's see. Ding80. Congratulations, Kilroy. Congratulations.
It's the dance. All right. What else we got?
I did PAX before. Had a great time. Yeah, I imagine it would be pretty fun. Who needs anyone else but Raph? True. Raph is the OG.
I'd kind of like more,
Yeah.
but I'll settle.
Yeah.
That's settling it all.
Yo, loving the discussion so far. Thank you, Hegpets. Appreciate it.
And thank you, Hegpets. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, let's do a little Star Wars talk here.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Not necessarily games. But do a little Star Wars talk. And now I didn't mention this in our show notes when we go over what we're going to be talking about. We said we're going to be talking about our favorite races, but I want to say this. What the heck was Star Wars thinking about when it comes to their bounty hunters?
Dude, I have no clue.
They're some of the stupidest characters ever. You got okay, what the heck is a Zukus? What is Zukus?
I never even heard of that.
He's one of the bounty hunters. You got Forlom, which what is he? What's the guy with toilet Dengar?
Oh,
toilet paper.
Dengar, yeah.
You've got a robot
IG-88.
IG-88.
IG-88's a badass though. I love that guy.
I mean, because you know of him from games.
Yeah.
But I mean, he could be Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Danger. You've got an affinity for robots, I think. You like HK-47, IG-88, anything that has letters and followed by numbers. It seems like you've got a little robot boner for him.
True. I guess I never noticed that before, but yeah, a little bit. I guess it's because they're humorous, but also HK-47's a badass, and so is IG-88. You know what I mean? And then they had the IG unit. I forget what his number was. The IG unit in The Mandalorian, and he was really funny, unintentionally.
That is true. He was actually a funny robot.
Yeah, and so they always use this thing of funny with the robots in Star Wars. But in the case of HK-47 and IG units, they're not only funny, but they're also scary badasses that'll blow you to bits. So I guess that combination is my favorite. And so they end up being I guess some of my favorite characters. Outside of Darth Maul.
All right, listen up, R3 devs. We need robots. We need a playable, you can't call it a race. We need playable robots. You're already giving us cybernetic arms. I mean, it is in the universe. You have Darth Maul, who essentially has become a robot. You have a Darth Vader who's essentially become a robot.
We need cyborgs.
Let us have some cyborgs.
Yeah, Grievous is a cyborg, but he's not funny.
True. I mean, he's funny when he's.
He just coughs a lot and fights people. Isn't it weird? He's like never coughs when he's like using all that energy to fight Jedi, but like when he's just walking around, he's like hacking his head off. And
wow. That was just a convenient way for you to get the rest of that COVID out of your throats. Don't pretend like it's not.
I mean, I've been good for like a week now, I think. I haven't coughed in a while.
Okay.
So
now I put it in your head. I planted that. Return of Zero says he coughs because Windu crushed his chest in the Clone Wars right before the battle.
Oh, true.
Yeah, Return of the Zero might be a bigger nerd than us.
He might be. I didn't know that fact.
That's okay.
Yeah, that is okay.
All right, so let's give us our 3 favorite races. I'm gonna go robots.
Robots?
I'm just kidding.
You could. I mean, there's so many droids. They're basically a staple of Star Wars. Why not have droids as your favorite race?
True.
You know what I mean? Droids.
Okay,
yeah.
There it is. Robots.
Yeah, robots. What is that fish species Star Wars? Let me Google this real quick. It's not.
You're talking about like the Admiral Akbar guys?
No, I'm talking about the ones you see with like the face tentacle thing that comes down out like this. Their face comes out like this. It's like this.
Oh,
and it comes
like
down.
Cocoon type?
No, it's like I just Googled it. Let me see. There's got to be a picture of this somewhere. Okay. Cellcath. It's Cellcath. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the old Cellcath.
Yeah, Cellcaths are my I had to sneeze.
Put it in his head, guys.
Cellcath.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, Cellcaths kind of look like a fishy looking species, and they're in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, actually.
Well, I'm gonna pick the really low hanging fruit, and I'm going to go with humanoids.
Humanoids, like humans in general.
First pitch. Yeah, like, humans.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm really going outside the box here, guys.
Yeah. My second favorite would be Trandoshan. I think because
yeah,
Bosk is such a badass.
And mind you, that's the reason why I didn't throw Bosk into the stupid bounty hunter pool.
Yeah.
I like Bosk.
Yeah, Bosk is pretty cool. He's pretty Star Warsy. Dengar feels like a joke, like a meme character.
I don't get it. He's a human, pretty sure.
Yeah, he is. But I
read like the books, the bounty hunter books of how he got injured or something.
He like fought Han Solo and got messed up, didn't he?
I don't remember. I know that he fought Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
And got injured, and so they tried to steal Boba Fett's plunder, and so they backstabbed. Turns out, Boba Fett was wearing Mandalorian armor. Can't stab someone in the back like that.
Yeah.
And so
Beskar OP.
Boom. All right. So okay, here's a good one that I don't know if it's real or not, but what's a Night Sister? A Dathorian? Like
they're Zabraks actually.
Are they really? They're Zabraks?
Yeah, so there's 2 types of Zabraks. This is gonna get real nerdy. So there's like normal Zabraks, which you see in like do you remember the original like Star Wars: The Old Republic trailer for the MMO where there's that light side Zabrak and he's like on the ship fighting and he like dies or whatever? Okay, so there's like normal looking Zabraks. They just have like faint tattoo lines on their face. And then the Night Sisters are like Dathomirian Zabraks, and they have like really dark skin. They come out, they're actually like mutants. I think they're like half human, half Zabrak, actually. And they're like, they come out really messed up looking. Like they just have naturally messed up skin, and then they have like really extravagant tattoos. There's the Night Sisters. There's also the Night Brothers, which we don't have Night Brothers in SWG. For some reason, but the Night Sisters are the more like prevalent like thing, I guess. And so
I know why they're half human.
Why?
They've been doing the funky gnarly with their Night Sister slaves.
Oh yeah,
The little boys in their underwears.
yeah. So
Star Wars Galaxy's joke there, guys. Little slave collar stuff.
yeah, slave collar. So yeah, the Night Sisters are they're Zabraks, but they're Dathomirian Zabraks.
And they're also my third favorite Star Wars race.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I was gonna say Zabrak is my favorite Star Wars race. I was gonna say Zabrak as well. I was gonna point out Dathomirian Zabraks, but the cool thing about Zabraks, they have 2 hearts. So they're like physically stronger than like normal humans, and that's why they make excellent fighters. That's why Darth Maul, like canonically or whatever, is such like a great fighter, because he can just keep going forever.
Because they're cardiovascular, blood's pumping faster.
Exactly. So they got blood pumping all over their system while being the same size of a human. They make like insane warriors.
They have like 1.5 more than I do.
Wait, you only have half a heart?
I've been told.
Really? Like medically?
Yeah. No.
Oh, by like
No.
women.
Yeah.
So it must be true.
It can be taught. Let it be written. Let it be known. Oh man. So I'm going through some of our things of what we're talking about today, and that is that's everything that we put down on our show notes.
Yeah, that's a lot faster than I thought it would be.
Drop the mic. Let's read some. Everybody ask us questions, personal questions, even.
Yeah. Droid Race is on the Flurry server. True. It's also on the Empire and Flames server. Empire and Flames,
Okay.
and you can actually play, I think, as like a Magna Guard. You know those guys that follow around Grievous.
True.
I'm
Oh yes.
Yeah. I'm still curious.
I love that question. Yes, go ahead, read that.
I'm still curious as to what Jawas actually look like, dude. I wish I knew too. What the hell do Jawas look like?
I once tried to take off the cape of my my old Star Wars action figure. Turns out there's nothing underneath there, guys. So they're just a couple black and yellow eyes.
Yeah. Boba's armor is not Beskar. I think it's something like Durasteel or Mandalorian iron. Huh.
I said Mandalorian.
What's
I
up?
said.
Go ahead.
No, I said Mandalorian. So, Gospel said Beskar, so he is down by 1.
Oh.
I keep track of these things.
I got hurt in my nerd score.
I'm way below average in the knowledge, and so yeah, I go up 1.
Yeah. What up, Mo Truckas? What's up, Tactical Toasts? Do you think Gungans spawn from like frog eggs and turn into tadpoles? That's a really good question.
What were those eggs
Did they?
that the child was consuming in the Mandalorian?
Oh, those were like frog people, weren't they, in the Mandalorian? Huh? They were like,
The last of their race.
yeah, that they were the last of their race, and Baby Yoda or Grogu is just eating them.
I love how that they were just kind of throwing that under the rug. Little Baby Yoda was like committing genocide. Milky Way.
Ethnocide is like basically little baby Hitler right there.
Oh gosh. Well, he did give up the Force, sort of, I guess.
Y'all
I have
eating
no
hot
idea.
sauce? No, I don't know if you saw Sunday, but I had a night where I was playing this game on stream. You can see it. It's called The Hot Ones Truth or Dab. And they ask you a bunch of embarrassing questions and personal questions, like extremely personal. And it's kind of like Truth or Dare, where every dare is you eat this super, super hot sauce that comes from Pepper X, which is apparently like the hottest pepper in the world. And that sucked.
Yeah, can't play that game. I have a bleeding ulcer.
Oh.
Truth. There you go. Truth.
Okay. Half a heart bleed from a woman, bleeding ulcer from the doctor. I can take that one.
I am. I guess you could call me Darth Maul.
Yeah.
I am only half an individual. And so.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, if you saw some delicious pickled eggs in a jar, you would eat them too. You know what I thought? That game was so lame because the show is so 1 versus 1, yet so many questions were group based. Yeah, it's meant to be. It says on the box it's meant to be played with like 3 to 6 players, so that's why it's like group based. And they had like a lot of questions, like who would you have sex with in this group? And I was like, well, it's just me and Rishi, so I'll have one option. So that's that sexy Elmer Fudd hat.
It's hunting season, everybody.
Shh, quiet. I'm hunting wabbits.
And now it's safe. It's Twitch safe.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask a couple questions. I guess I could start with asking you one. A gospel. Mm-hmm. Say truth.
Oh, truth. Oh, okay.
Why don't you drink anymore, gospel?
I don't drink anymore because I used to drink a lot, and then I ended up getting alcohol poisoning. That was really stupid, and my brain was like fried for like a couple weeks. Like actually, it was like fried for like a month. I was forgetting. Like, my parents didn't even know I had alcohol poisoning. Like, I was forgetting things. Like, I'd forget my keys. I'd forget my wallet when I never forget things. And my mom had no clue what was going on. And I was just like, yeah. So I was just forgetting stuff all the time. It wasn't like the kind of alcohol poisoning where you get sick and throw up. It's just like, I went to like a 3-day party and came out alcohol poisoned. So.
Sure, it was just alcohol? Wasn't like some sort of festival that you went to?
No, it was just alcohol. Straight up alcohol. I went to the doctor because I thought I was losing my short-term memory. So, like, we could be talking like this right now, and my short-term memory would just, like, switch gears. So I could be in the middle of talking about Star Wars and instantly switch to, like Star Trek and not even remember that I was talking about Star Wars. And I would think the conversation was about Star Trek. It was really bad. It was super weird. And I went to the doctor about it. Yeah. I went to the doctor and she's like, oh, you just have alcohol. She was acting like it was no big deal. You just have alcohol poisoning. It'll be fine in a few weeks. So I was like, oh, okay. Because if it's not, I'm going to be really upset.
Well, if it's a no big deal, why did I call my girlfriend Shirley?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gospel.
But, yeah, and then, so I just don't drink anymore.
That's some college stuff right there.
Oh, yes, definitely some college stuff.
Take it easy, my friend. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Who's Jane Lynch?
No clue. I have no idea.
Lave Dota Troll. We'll just call you Troll.
It's Levedo the Troll.
Yes, that's what I was going to call him. Levedo the Troll.
Yeah.
It says that when I first started this stream, I thought Gospel was interviewing Jane Lynch.
I'm not sure who Jane Lynch is.
Which is a little uncomfortable because 9 times out of 10, Jane is a female.
Yeah, so I looked and it's an actress. And you've probably seen her before. I've seen her before. Let me read off some things she was in.
Let us do our due diligence.
I don't know. I kind of see how it came to the Jane Lynch comment. I'm not trying to throw insults around, but she was in a lot of.
You penis pump. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Been called worse.
I mean, if someone told me you were like a male version of Jane Lynch, like, you know, that wasn't like, you know, you look like, you know, male sized. I mean, she looks extremely thin, so that's like the problem.
Yeah, she's been hitting that nose stuff. It seems like.
Yeah.
Now I've had a ton of people say that I look like the drummer of Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is also insulting because they think he looks like Will Ferrell.
Oh.
So, I've also heard Flea too.
I get.
You go on my YouTube channel and like every other video, somebody says that. So like
So
never heard that before.
when I put on my glasses, people tell me I look like Seth Rogen a lot.
And I can see that.
Yeah.
In fact, I told you that before as well.
Yeah. So I just keep the glasses off and no more Seth Rogen comments. Because that guy's an asshole, it seems like.
I don't know. I think he's just one of those guys that never comes down. You know, he is always on the good. You know.
Oh yeah.
He should be a nice guy when it's like that, but
yeah.
not that.
Yeah. He talks a lot of trash on Twitter. It's kind of weird.
He's remarkably intelligent, I think. Seth Rogen.
Oh,
too.
for real?
It doesn't seem like that, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you probably don't get it all the way up there being stupid.
But he loves me though.
Yeah.
In a weird way, apparently.
Yeah. Loves you in a weird way. That's good.
All right, you got a question for me, and then we can kill it, I suppose.
Yeah. So, what's the most traumatizing thing you've ever been through?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a lot of those. I quite literally have PTSD.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you guys are really gonna know me. Like,
Oh,
really,
wow.
really soon.
I don't feel like you have to answer. I did not know you had PTSD. Like, damn. Whoops.
Oh no, I quite literally have PTSD. Well, let's go with the first thing.
Okay.
When I was 16 years old, my friend and I, we were driving on Pacific Coast Highway, and my friend had partaken a little bit of the beverage, and anyways, long story short, he was driving. His younger brother was in the back seat, and I was super drunk. And I had pretended like I was going to grab the wheel, and the poor guy he overcompensated, and yeah, I don't want to end the stream like that.
That is horrible.
Yeah, my best friend died because I killed him apparently. So yeah, I make jokes because I'm uncomfortable. Everybody,
I don't even. That was like the darkest. I'm so sorry. That was the darkest.
20 years later, maybe I'm getting over it.
That was the darkest turn we could have taken. I regret asking that question.
I did ask you why you no longer drink, knowing that there's probably some bunk story coming out of there. Yeah, that's a rough one. But.
Oh my god! Oh wow! I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. Holy crap!
No, it's okay.
Oh man,
it's okay.
that was pretty dark.
No, I heard hemorrhoids are a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, let's not end with that. Let's do this. Okay. You've played WoW, correct?
Yeah. I haven't played like classic WoW, but I played WoW.
Are you for the Horde, or are you a genocidal alliance character?
I think I'm for the Horde. I like the Horde races a little bit better. They're more interesting looking.
Yeah, those stories it's so funny how they make like the Alliance the good guys, but in reality they're not so good.
Yeah.
The Horde's they're just fighting for survival, guys. If you put me in a corner, I'd put my head down and fight my way out too.
Yeah.
See you in the next show.
All right. See you guys.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a really good show. This was super fun. Like quite literally. Skin says Horde all the way.
Amen, brother.
And we want to reiterate, or not reiterate. We want to say again. We really do want you to go to Sam
Witwer's. Yeah.
Witwer's. And tell everybody this. Go to his Twitter, go to his Facebook, and tell him that we noticed we are representing the R3, and we have permission, by the way, from R3 to say this. And you want him on this channel right here. And tell him we will not talk about friends dying in a car accident.
Yeah. Or alcohol poisoning.
Or alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
And again, I will have a little promo thing, a fun little thing that I want you guys to share and send to him to bring him in, because we want him on the show. As do you, because he seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah, he actually streams Squadrons on Twitch.
Yeah, I was watching an interview, and he says that he actually 42 hours on average is what he streams a week. 42 hours is what he streams during his like off times.
Wow.
Which is he must be either really he must really love games, or he must be bringing in a decent living in doing so.
Yeah, I'll have to go watch some of his streams actually and see what's up.
I did. He's really fun. Has hundreds of thousands of followers. So
wow,
that as well. So, anything you have to say on the way out, Gospel?
Nope, not really. It was a good thing. I'm really hyped for. I want to see if we get the Star Wars announcement at E3 for the open world game, and I'm really hyped for Elden Ring, and I'm really hyped to keep playing Resto 3 through all of that. No matter what game releases, I'm going to keep playing Resto 3 because it's extremely fun.
It is incredibly fun. We're having a ton of time. Make sure that you follow this Twitch. Your channel, your YouTube channel is going up exponentially each day, and that coincides with all of your twitching.
Yeah.
So congratulations on having Tourette syndrome.
Thanks.
With the twitching.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so subscribe to his YouTube channel, because he's not just a streamer. He puts out some really good Star Wars content, but you guys already know that. Subscribe to mine too.
Oh yeah, let me leave a link to WGA's channel.
Because I'm just fun.
Yep. Weird Gaming Adventure makes a bunch of Star Wars content and also adventure game content as well. I actually like peeking in that. I'm gonna watch his interview with the creator of Leisure Suit Larry, because I'm really curious about the kind of guy who makes that game.
Yeah, he's going to be on our upcoming the next Boba Fett versus Disney video that we are doing, where he's going to be the psychiatrist. So it's like the dirty old Leisure Suit Larry creator is going to be the psychiatrist in our video on IGN.
That's crazy.
Fun times. And I'm crazy. So, later, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.